going to call this meeting Tuesday, August 13th to order, and we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's do it. Thomas.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Christie?
Present.
Deacon?
Here.
Gaba is excused. Gardner?
Here.
Marmalou?
Here.
Thomas?
Here.
Watson?
Here. Great. Minutes from the previous meeting.
Approval of the minutes from the July 9th, 2024 Town Council meeting.
A motion that we approve them.
A second.
All in favor?
Motion passed.
Thank you. Any petitions and communications tonight?
No petitions and communications.
Report of the town manager.
So we actually have a presentation from the Senate and the House, Kimberly Pomerleau and Senator James Libby. I invite them to come at this time.
Thank you. We're very sorry that this is late in coming, but he was the best kept secret in Standish, for all of Bonnie Eagle, actually.
Do you hear this guy?
Hello, everyone. It's great to see you all. I am Kim Pomerleau. I represent Standish House 85, and I am here with Senator Libby. We are honored to have the opportunity this evening to honor a distinguished Bonnie Eagle High School athlete, Rowan McDonald. Rowan's track accomplishments in race walking are incredible. I would like to take you through Rowan's race walk history. This will just take a minute. Started race walking in 2013. He was 5 through the U.S. track competing for Gorham's summer program. Held the U.S. track and field, Maine, 8 years and under, 800-meter race walk record for 8 years. Reggie Lewis invite meet record holder, 11 through 12 years, 800-meter race walk. 21-time All-American, 13-time national champion, 8 high school, 4 youth, and 1 U20, youth 20. New Balance outdoor national record holder 1 mile. New Balance indoor national record holder 1 mile. Bonnie Eagle High School 1,600-meter record holder. Undefeated in Maine 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, and 24. And I'm assuming we were in COVID those 2 years, so there's no record there. Undefeated in Maine nationally at high school level, 23 and 24. 8 Maine state titles, 3 high school, 5 youth, 3 SMA titles, and he never lost an SMA race, never lost at home. Go Bonnie Eagle. Fastest walk time in the SMA 600-meter race walk in 7 years. First athlete to win New Balance, Nike, Adidas, Indoor Nationals in the same season, 2024. That's an amazing accomplishment. Penn Relay, 5K race walk under 20 championship in 24, runner-up in 23, and 4th place in 22. USA track and field under 20, 10K race walk championships, 2nd place in 24, 3rd place in 23. Fun facts about Rowan. He has race walked over 1,500 laps of the Bonnie Eagle track in training races. Over 20,000 miles flown, 5,000 miles driven, enough to circumnavigate the world. He has gone through more than 25 pairs of race walk shoes since starting in 2013. And I'd just like to read your sentiment. Be it known that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Rowan McDonald of Standish, who won the 300-meter race walk at the 2024 Nike Outdoor Nationals and the 1-mile race walk at the 2024 New Balance Outdoor Nationals. We extend our congratulations and best wishes and it be ordered that this is an official expression of sentiment being sent forthwith on behalf of the 131st Legislature and the people of the state of Maine. Congratulations. Good for you.
Members of the council, thank you for inviting me today. I appreciate it. It's a great opportunity for us to recognize another family in Standish, and it gives me great pride to be able to do so. I attended at Randall's Orchard the presentation of the Eastern States Exposition Agricultural Adventurers Award. And I was incredibly impressed with the amount of dedication that this family has had to preservation of a large tract of land in this town. And boy, for all the right reasons too. And what I'd like to do is just ask the Randalls to come up and stand beside me. Robert Randall is here. And following this presentation, I'm going to ask him to give us a little bit of an update on where the family farm is now and what some of your, I know you're expanding the variety of products that comes from. Yeah. And I'm going to ask you to present that momentarily, but before I do, let me read this legislative sentiment. State of Maine. Be it known to all that we, the members of the Senate and the House of Representatives, join in recognizing Randall's Apple Orchard of Standish, which received the 2024 Eastern States Exposition Agricultural Adventurers Award. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 131st Legislature and the people of Maine, given this 17th day of June 2024 at the state capitol in Augusta, Maine. It's signed by the President of the Senate, Troy Jackson, the Speaker of the House, Rachel Talbot Ross, Derek Grant, the Secretary of the Senate, and Robert Hunt, the Clerk of the House. And it was introduced by the fabulous Kimberly Parmelo, our great representative here, and myself and Representative Mark Walker. Thank you so much for all you're doing for the town of Standish, and if you would, just step right up here, and first of all, let's give him a hand and congratulations.
Now you want to know what
I do.
plan is?
Would you give us an update on what you're doing and on the award itself?
On the award itself?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're going to keep everything going the same way it has been going for years, but we're going to try and add some more stuff. Been adding strawberries, blueberries. Been taking down more land. Took down another 14 acres. We're going to plant that with trees, apple trees, so we can take down the old trees and keep moving forward. And that's the plan for the next probably 10 years before I get that done.
The total acreage that's protected by the trust is how many acres?
I think it's like a little over 400, I believe.
Yeah, and that was your father.
Total acreage now is a little over 500. I just bought another 50, so about 550 right now.
That's unbelievable.
And like 4 somethings in the land trust.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, could you let them know about the land trust that you entered in back in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah, my father did the Pasumsket Land Trust. That took him like 5 years, but he finally got it done. I think it was 2013. So it's been preserved, so it can't be developed. Certain areas that can be, but the farm itself is out, so you can't, no house lots.
Yes, absolutely. And now the plug. This fall, go to this man's and this family's fantastic apple orchard and buy as many products as you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here you go. Congratulations.
Is there anything else from the town manager? You're good. Okay. There is a public hearing tonight.
There is one public hearing, order number 8524, application submitted by the trustees of St. Joseph's College for renewal of a restaurant license, Class 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a qualified catering license. Ordered that the application submitted by St. Joseph's College for a renewal of restaurant license, Class 1, 2, 3, or 4, serving malt liquor, beer, wine, and spirits, and a qualified catering license at 278 Whitesbridge Road is approved by council to expire as determined by the Department of Public Safety.
Great. Is there anybody here from, yeah, come on up.
Good evening, folks. Richard Fields. I'm representing St. Joseph's College. I think this is probably my 6th or 7th time here, so nice to see everyone. New faces also, so thank you.
Great. Does council have any questions for him? Everything looks to be in order, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Parmalu?
Yes.
Thomas? Yes. Watson?
Yes.
And Gab is excused.
Thank you.
6 yeses. That passed.
Awesome. Committee reports. We'll start down here on the side with you, Mr. Parmelo.
Just met with Capital, and we're looking at a couple of bridge problems in Standish, one over on River Road and one on Middle Road. The River Road, we're holding up for a little Corps of Engineering stuff happening. The one on Middle Road is the one that we're really concerned. It's got quite a hole gapped in the road up there. It's getting worse. And we're hearing that it could be upwards of close to $1 million to replace that one culvert and bridge. But we'll be bringing something forward a little later tonight on that. And then we talked about the electrical light system, traffic studies down at, 113 and 25.
Great.
That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Christie?
Attended the Public Safety Committee meeting for the first time. I was listening at what everything was going on. I am also on the Portland Water District Steering Committee, chair of that, and I'm going to make an effort to get to one of their messes and introduce myself.
Oh, good.
But nobody was here. Thank you.
Mr. Gardner?
Nothing from the appointments committee. We have not met yet. And nothing from the personnel committee as well. No meeting yet. So.
Nothing from ordinance that's coming forward or pertinent at this time. Ms. Thomas?
I'll talk about finance, because Sarah's not here. Finances look really good. We're under our projected spending so far. Yay! Well, first month in, but that's okay. We'll take it. And then also the Economic Development Committee. My first introduction, so we spent a lot of time talking about TIFs, which I was appreciative, so now I understand that. And we're going to be developing a kind of a sample TIF policy so that businesses coming into town can understand themselves what a TIF is.
And Mr. Deacon?
We are preparing for a committee meeting of the cemetery committee, so I've reached out to the town manager, and no meeting date has been set, but at some future time we will meet.
Thank you. And there's no consent calendar items tonight, so unfinished business.
All right. Order 8324, amendments to Standish Town Code, Chapter 181, Land Use, Part 1, Zoning, Article 2, Definitions, and Article 4, General Standards regarding elderly and village housing.
Make a motion that we waive the reading.
I second that.
All in favor?
Motion passed.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Deacon, your name's on this. Is there anything you wanted to add?
No, my name was associated because it first came about during my tenure, but
Correct.
nothing else to add.
Great, thank you. Zach, do you have anything?
I believe you all got the memo with the order. I think the general idea of this order was originally just to allow more flexibility within the elderly housing ordinance, not to expand it in, zoning wise anywhere in town. It is where it is, but again, it's just allowing some more flexibility. Happy to answer any specific questions.
Is there any public comments?
Anthony Folsom, 85 Dolph Road. I just want to know if this has anything kind of tied in with the comprehension plan. Does that tie the comprehension plan at all, hands in what they're trying to do, write this new comp? Please, thank you.
No, I mean, no specific relationship there.
Okay.
This is just part of the ordinance.
I was just wondering, we're working on the comp, and just didn't know if that, by making a ruling now, is that going to change anything that they can't do down the road with the comprehension plan? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public comments? Okay, any comments from the council? Okay, seeing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Yeah, so this is going to be a roll call to move it to public hearing. Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmaloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
That's 6 yeses.
Okay, new business.
New business, 8624, order number. Receive Budget Committee's recommendation regarding the November 5th, 2024 special town meeting referendum election. Whereas the Budget Committee met on Thursday, August 1st, 2024 to review the warrant and financial statement for the November 5th, 2024 special town meeting referendum election, which, if approved by the voters, will finance through bonds the Johnson Field Park enhancements as well as the Strout Brook at Middle Road Crossing Culvert Project. And whereas the Budget Committee has returned their recommendation for these bonds, financial statement, and warrant as recorded in the minutes of the meeting submitted by Stephen Nesbitt, the Budget Committee Chair, now be it ordered that the Town Council receives the Budget Committee's recommendation to support a yes vote on the bond referendums and direct the Town Clerk to ensure that the recommendation the Budget Committee recommends a yes vote, unquote, is printed on the warrant and the town ballot.
I don't see anybody here from the Budget Committee, so is there any public comments on this? And is there any council comments? Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gabba? Oh, sorry, he's not here. Gardner?
Yes.
Farmaloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yeses. That's approved. Order number 8724. Call for special town meeting referendum election. Place referendum questions on the ballot, authorize warrant, and call for public hearing in advance of the November 5th, 2024 special town meeting referendum election. Ordered that the Standish Town Council calls for the special town meeting referendum election to be held Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, and be it further ordered that the referendum questions, copies of which are included in the warrant attached here too, be placed on the ballot, and the financial statement required by Maine law in connection with the bond questions be included on the ballot and/or provided as a separate document that is made available to voters at the special town meeting referendum election, as may be determined by the town clerk in preparation of the ballots. And be it further ordered that the required public hearing on the charter amendment referendum questions will be held on Tuesday, October 8th, 2024, during the regular scheduled monthly town council meeting, which begins at 6 p.m. And be it further ordered that the attached warrant is hereby approved for the November 5th, 2024 special town meeting referendum election, and the clerk is hereby directed to give notice of said referendum election pursuant to the town charter and Maine law.
Any public comments? Public comments on this? Councilors, any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmaloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yeses. That's approved. All right. Order 8824, cast ballot for Maine Municipal Association Vice President and Executive Committee members. Ordered that the Town of Standish Town Council hereby cast their vote of the Maine Municipal Association Vice President and Executive Committee members by voting for the slate of candidates on the voting ballot provided by the Maine Municipal Association. And further ordered that a majority of the town council shall sign the Maine Municipal voting ballot and have it forwarded to the Maine Municipal Association to be received no later than noon on Friday, August 23rd, 2024.
Okay, any public comments? Any council comments? Okay, I just want to harken back to a former counselor, so this is mostly housekeeping. But for the proposed people, or that we're going to vote for, is Justin Poirier. He's the Monmouth Town Manager. He'll be the Vice President for 1 term. And then Executive Committee members, 3-year terms. David Sear, Frenchville Town Manager. Michelle Cole, Select Person of Bethel. And Matthew Garsai, he's a Poland Town Manager. So just so the public knows those are who we are putting our vote forward for. So roll call, please.
Christie.
Yes.
Deacon.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Pomerleau.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
6 approved. Next. Order 8924, authorize amendment to the Maine Public Employees Retirement Plan for the town of Standish. Ordered that the town of
Mr.
Standish.
Chair, could I waive the reading on this?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Any public comments?
Could maybe Council Gardner just give a quick
Yes, there you
review
go.
of this?
Any update, Mr. Gardner?
Anything
I can
updated on
speak to
this?
it if you.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no. So we had met with the union, and this change in the plan would, and Scott, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it would only be for firefighters, and everyone knows it's hard to find firefighters, and so most of the municipalities around us have this retirement option, so it would just be for the firefighters, and we're hoping to be able to attract more people to have them have the same plan. So I don't even know if we have any in it that are coming or want to, but we don't expect huge.
All the current firefighters EMS will go to
And how many?
the new plan. Well, there's supposed to be 8.
Okay. 7. Okay.
Great. Thank you, Scott. Any council comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Public comments?
Public comments? I did ask, but we jumped ahead, so any, yes?
I'd just like to say that EMS and emergency fire services are critically important. Many Maine towns having great difficulty in staffing these services, so anything we can do to keep our staff department fully employed is very helpful and important for our community, because this service is a difficult one for many towns to wrestle with because of the difficulty of attracting employees, and I encourage this effort as another way to help make sure we have a fully staffed department and well-trained people. Thank you.
I'll mirror that. It's good to keep people here and, you know, happy to be here and stay here. So thank you, Mr. Deacon. Any other council comments? Roll
Got
call.
to make a comment on the VIPS program. We have no insurance whatsoever. We do what we have to do under the sheriff and his guidance. And that, I hope, during the period of time, we will be working on it just a plug for the VIPS.
I'd just like to plug the VIPs a little bit more. I know they're way down on membership, I was told, and possibly so any senior citizens or any citizen that would like to enjoy getting out there, they do a lot of outdoor activities, welfare checks, I think they still do. They get to ride around in a truck with lights and sirens, I think, on it too, and wear uniforms. But anyways, they do a great job in this town. I'd hate to see this go away, but I heard that they're really struggling, as all fire teams do. So they're volunteer and police service. I think that's what it stands for. I think piggybacking on Council Christie is we need to maybe figure out how we can add some benefits to keep these people in there assisting our fire and rescue.
Yes, sir.
We do not carry weapons.
No.
We cannot use the blue light.
And that's why I don't join.
That's why a lot of people like to do that. But it's down a lot. We've lost a couple to good, and I get a little emotion. They passed on. They were back during the early parts of VIPS when we started out. And right now, we have a good group of people, and a lot of females, too. And saying right now, it's not just for the males. And that will be at the plug. And if anybody went to St. Joseph's College over the last weekend and saw what that was put on, that was one registration of people wanting a lot of good things for the town. And it was excellent. And if the Sheriff's Department does it next year, go. You'll be very happy about it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome. Any other council comments? Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmerloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes. Approved. Order 9024, amendments to the Standish Town Code, Chapter 263, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 1, Parking and Weight Restrictions, 263-1, Prohibited Parking. The Town of Standish hereby ordains that the Chapter 263, Vehicles and Traffic of the Code of the Town of Standish be and hereby is amended as follows. Additions are underlined, deletions are struck out. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys read that over, unless you want me to read the
No, I'll fill in a little bit.
strike out.
The other ones that were on the ordinance committee with me, correct me if I'm wrong, but we are just adding in that there's be no parking on either side of New Begin Way for its entire length. So that is for, I think that's the only thing we're changing there.
And I think one point to piggyback on that, it's going to be more critical when the gate gets moved for the town beach.
Yes, there's some future plans for the gate being
So
moved.
at the moment, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it
Yeah.
will be.
There's plans coming. Any public comments? Any other council comments?
Yeah, I think this is a great move forward, because, like I said, the beach is being used more and more, and to restrict the parking going in, I mean, there's plenty of parking in there that people shouldn't be parking along the side of the roads going into the beach area.
Thank you, Mr. Parmelo. Any other comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Christie?
Whoops, excuse me.
Yeah. Was that a yes?
That was a yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmerloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes.
Gotta slow this down, going too fast.
Order 9124, amendments to Standish Town Code, Chapter 181, Land Use, Part 1, Zoning, Article 3, District Regulations, Editor Notes in multiple sections.
Make a motion to waive the reading.
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
Motion passed.
So I will talk a little bit to this. There was a lot of notes and editor notes from previous versions of the zoning and regulations in the code that Scott has gone through with the other staff and cut some of the fat and got rid of the duplications and all that stuff, and some of it conflicted with each other. So now it's more streamlined, and a lot of the stuff that doesn't need to be in there is no longer in there. Scott, Zach, sorry, do you have any other information?
Yeah, no, it was just really cutting back a lot of stuff in the ordinance. Really, this, if I'd say 3/4 of this doesn't change anything in our ordinance, and 1/4 is just letting people have home occupations in cluster subdivisions.
Yep.
So it's really, I know it looks like a lot, but really, it's not.
It's not much. Thank you, Zach.
Yep.
Any public comment? Council comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmerloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes. Order number 92-24, replenish Town of Standish reserve accounts. whereas the town has several reserve accounts with the designated purposes, and whereas funds in the following lines with any fiscal year-end balances are to be moved into an already established reserve account from fiscal year to fiscal year without lapsing into the general fund unassigned fund balance account. And whereas these reserve accounts are recommended by the Finance Committee to prevent use of the funds for other purposes and is an already established process. Now therefore be it ordered that restricted fund balance reserve accounts for the following amounts be reallocated. Government access, $25,000. Grant matching funds, $10,000. Major equipment, $12,550. Engineering services, $24,892. Assessing professional services, $24,230. Bond levelization fund, $239,479.
Thank you. I know Gabby is not here, but Ms. Thomas, do you want to add anything to this? or-
I'm going to defer to town staff on that.
Sure. These accounts are set up for specific purposes in mind. It's pretty self-explanatory. For each account lists what the purpose is for. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Scott. We're going to public comment first. Is there any public comment on this? Okay, seeing none, go ahead, Mr. Deacon.
Thank you. It may be done somewhere else, but is there an identification of major equipment costs that we tracked and what their potential lifespan is? For example, the transfer station has some major equipment in operation for a number of years. At some point, it may fail or need to be replaced. Have we identified lifespan of major equipment and have a planned schedule for replacement? Which means is this enough if a major piece of equipment fails that has a considerable expense?
It's a start, I would say. We have a 10-year capital plan which identifies replacement of capital items, but we're just setting this up, starting this reserve up to address major equipment, so it may need to be more at some point. It's a start to get these pieces of equipment that do fail.
I'm just concerned that we don't get hit by a major expense, and maybe to help us go forward, if there was some discussion in conjunction with the town manager to address what major pieces of equipment might be more susceptible to potential failure in this short run, so that we can try to get ahead of the game wherever that might occur. Thank you.
Any other council comments or questions? Okay. Roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmaloo?
I think I'll vote yes.
Thomas?
Yes?
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes.
There's always one.
Oh, this little rainbow color down there, my eyes are, this little rainbow color down there with all the, bright colors,
No, you're good.
Order number 93-24, carry forward certain accounts. Whereas several accounts from the fiscal year.
Motion to waive this reading?
Second. All in favor?
Motion passed.
Again, Ms. Gaba's not here. I will defer that to Scott.
Yes, thank you. This is something we do every year with the audit, where we have expenses that have started in one fiscal year but haven't completed until the next fiscal year. So we need to carry forward some of those funds to pay for it.
Thank you, Scott. Is there any questions or comments from the public? Okay. Any council comments? Okay. Roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Farmaloo?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes?
Watson?
Yes.
Sweet. 6 yes. That passed. Okay. Order 94-24, authorize Cub Scout Troop 874 to sell popcorn at the transfer station. Whereas Cub Scout Troop 874, a nonprofit organization whose fundraising efforts serve the members of the troop, and whereas Cub Scout 874 desires to sell popcorn at the transfer station as a fundraiser for the organization, now be it ordered that the Standish Town Council authorizes Cub Scout Troop 874 to sell popcorn at the transfer station on September 28th, 2024, and September 29th, 2024. And further ordered that the Director of Public Works will direct the Cub Scout Troop 874 where they can set up at the transfer station.
And I do see some Cub Scouts here, if you guys want to come up and tell us a little bit what you want to do with the popcorn.
Yes, and is this for the troop and the Cub Scouts, right? Because it should be for both.
It says Cub Scout Troop 874.
Okay, so it does, okay.
Go ahead.
So, in order, I don't know how much you guys know about Cub Scouts, but when we pay our dues as parents for Cub Scouts, that goes to council and nationals. So in order for us to run a pack and have the kids do anything during the year, we have to fundraise. So we sell popcorn to friends, family, community, and the town dump has always been a great selling point for us, where it allows us to make funds so that the kids can actually have a year of fun things like going to the zoo or going camping or whatever they might want to do.
Great. Thank you. Does anybody else want to say anything?
You want to say anything? You want to say what you like about Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Might want to push that mic down a little bit.
The Derby race.
Derby
Derby
race is
race.
fun. How about you, Axel?
Derby race too.
Awesome. Thank you,
You guys like popcorn?
Yeah.
All right.
Popcorn too.
Great.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to make a public comment about delicious popcorn? Okay. Yes, Mr. Deacon.
I'd like to thank the Scouts for the many public service activities that you do. It's not just about selling popcorn. I know that's important to your budget, but there's a lot to Scouting and what it does for the community as well as the individuals involved. It takes a lot of effort on behalf of yourself and other parents to provide that leadership. One of the non-council activities I've involved in is the Standish Food Pantry. I know the Scouts have volunteered with the food pantry. Like the pantry, you serve people in Standish, but you also have members that come from other towns, maybe called orphan scouts, that come from a community where there isn't a scout troop. And your troop has opened its arms to them to bring in a wider range of people. And I want to say there's a lot of things that you do that people don't know about that are really important to our community and our society. And I want to thank each and every scout and their parents for the efforts that they take place. You're not only building better citizens, you're building a stronger community. You're helping people, the members of the Scouts, learn to be good persons for their entire life. So thank you very much for all that you do.
Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Deacon. Any other council comments? I'll just say, I hope we all go buy some popcorn and help them raise a good chunk of change.
Not to be an ogre, or setting a precedent, number one. I was an Eagle Scout myself, and I can remember back during the days, we wanted to set up a little station down at the Public Works area. People wanted to bring in all kinds of different things and be able to do it. But, I'm gonna vote on this, but the precedent is gonna be set, and somebody else will bring it up. Thank you.
Staff and I had spoke about it, and we thought that if it was nonprofits, we would be okay with it, but to open it up to anyone besides nonprofit, we didn't think it was a good idea. But if we keep it at those trying to local raise money, that's sort of what we established.
Yes, Mr. Gardner.
And I believe we've already had another troop here before, right, and we voted on it, so we've been doing this for quite a while now, so I think it's fine.
Mr. Parmalee, you had your hand up.
This is for local Standish nonprofits, is that correct?
Yes.
So that answers my question.
Any other council comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes.
Thank you.
Order 9524, acceptance of a street name, Reginald Way. Ordered that the following street name as submitted by the property owner is accepted by the town council as required by the provisions of chapter 252-23 of the Standish Town Code. Reginald Wade, a private road that will be located on tax map 9, lot 44, which is in the vicinity of 125 Dolph Road.
Thank you. Anybody here associated with this? Any counselors have a comment?
What does this really mean?
We are approving a new road, a road
A
name.
new road into a development or something, I would assume.
And I can defer that to Mr. Cross if you have
Just
questions.
approving the name of it,
Name
and
of the road.
Name of a
it will be a private road.
private road, okay.
While Mr. Cross is talking, I am very happy with what you're doing right now with streets and a lot of the ruts that we've had for years, and all of a sudden blacktop it when you're making a good turn. Kudos to your crew and what they're doing.
Thank you. That's
you.
my crew, it's a team effort.
Right.
Very good. Now I just need to know how much he paid you to say that.
Yeah. You get your road paved this
Great. Any other council comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yeah.
I like that. My dear Sam.
Order 96-24, approve utility location permit, Central Maine Power Company, Ospey Trail East. Ordered that the application submitted by Central Maine Power Company to install and maintain a pole on the Ospey Trail East in accordance with the attached application, CMP Work Order 8010006373316, is approved by the Town Council, and further ordered that the town will collect a $25 excavation permit fee from the applicant. The attached application.
Oh, wrong one.
No, you're good, you're good.
What'd you say?
Mr. Cross, did anything want to say
Ospey
anything?
Trail East going from Bonnie Eagle Road on the right-hand side, somebody placed down by the old candy shop, Old Town Hall down that way.
Okay. Any public comments? Okay, council comments?
Sure. Back during the days of Gordon Billington, we had a situation where people in the CMP raised the prices because of Standish. And Standish, at the time, closed down various streets lights, just to give you a history on that. And if we start doing that again, then it's gonna be a cost to us.
This
There
is
isn't
just,
is there a
this is
street
just to
light?
put in a new utility pole. We have talked about some new streetlights, but that is gonna be a future discussion. This has nothing to do at this time with streetlights.
This
Good.
pole doesn't have a street light with it. I know it's, what is it for a street light, 3,400 now?
So 1775 is
1775 for each street light, but this one's not gonna have one.
But there were a lot back,
There
you
was,
know,
yeah.
during the period of time of a lot of development, smaller developments. But us people, you know, during this period of time, okay.
This is just but this is just for the pole itself, just to clarify. Any other council comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yep. Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yeah.
Yep.
Order 9724, authorize extension of temporary weight restriction on River Road at the Josie's Brook 2 Bridge.
I waive reading.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous?
Reading waived.
So this is just to, weight restriction for a bridge and the safety of it, and Mr. Cross, if any other comments?
Last July, the state recommended that the culvert currently on River Road where Josie Brooks crosses to enter the Saco River be reduced to, because of structural integrity, to 22 tons. Originally, the work was scheduled to be done this coming year, but we're working with the Army Corps and permitting currently, so the extension, or the current order expires in September, and we need to extend it because the work won't be completed prior to then.
Thank you. Any other comments from the public or questions? Seeing none, any council questions or comments? Again, seeing none, roll call, please.
Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes. Motion passed. Order 9824, award of expenditure of funds for the traffic light replacement, Route 25 and Route 113 junction.
I'll waive the reading on this.
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous.
I'd like to have our Public Works Director talk on why we're doing this and why it's here tonight.
Currently at Route 25 and 113, the traffic light system, the camera is no longer operational, and it's beyond repair. They can't get parts to repair the current one, so the system needs to be replaced. The reason it's coming to council, it's under the $25,000, but it's not a budgeted item, so it's coming from the reserve special equipment account to be able to pay for that, to replace the light. To do that, at Capital, we recommended, I believe, to go with electrical controls of Maine for a price of $19,133.75.
I'll speak on that for a minute. We did discuss this in Capital. There was a lower bid by $533, but it was a company, Electrical Controls of Maine, used to be Matthews, and they've been with us for probably 30 years, I'm guessing. And they've done an unbelievably good job. Whenever we have a light out, a traffic light, they're there immediately. They've taken care of us. And we felt in Capital for $533, we would rather stay with the person, the company we've been using for a number of years, instead of gambling out there on other companies. So it wasn't the lowest bid, but it was within $533. So we are recommending an amendment to this order. Would be Electrical Controls of Maine for the price not to exceed $19,133.75.
Can we have a motion to accept the order as amended?
Say yes.
I move to do
Okay.
that.
Second?
Second.
Okay, roll call, please, on the amended motion.
Roll call for the amended order. Christie?
Yes.
Shush.
Deacon?
Yes.
Can I comment?
He didn't say yes.
Every day, the light system in this town sucks. And I saw a crash the other day on Route 35 where the front end and the back end smashed together. And it was because of somebody that wasn't paying attention at a light or something like that. We need to do something with the lighting system on 14 and 35. And it's got to be done, or somebody else is going to be dying very quickly. I'm going to vote for this because it's necessary, but to answer your question, yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Christie.
We're good. All right. Deacon, did you say yeah?
Yes, yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
That's on the amendment.
And then, if there's no other council comments, we'll have,
Question,
ahead.
I'm sorry. What does the camera hardware do?
So it will trigger when vehicles are actually there waiting, so instead of, it will sense a tractor-trailer truck's coming down 25. When traffic is waiting at 113, instead of just automatically switching, so say you have a tractor-trailer truck coming down 25, but the timer's up, and it switches to 113 when there's no reason for it, it allows for the traffic.
It's a more efficient flow of traffic.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Any other council comments on that? Okay, then we have a roll call to accept everything, the whole order.
Gotcha. So the whole order. Christie?
Yes.
Deacon?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Marmalou?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
6 yes. Motion,
Carries.
amended motion passed.
Right.
Any public items this evening?
Mr. Farley, do you have anything to share tonight?
Absolutely.
Elmer Farley, resident of Standish. I've been beating this old horse. I pretty near got him killed, but it's about the Portland Water District. I'd just like to remind the people of Standish, the residents, that the Portland Water District owns 2,335 acres of prime property. They pay $53,000 in taxes, and Hannaford Brothers store in Standish pays $46,000, and they only own the store. And like I said, that's the prime property. Probably not just the state of Maine, it could be prime property of the whole country, and they pay diddly. But I'd just like to keep reminding the people of Standish that we need money, but they're not giving us anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Farley. Any other public items this evening? Yes, Mr.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Hi, guys. Matt Duplessis, Director of Parks and Recreation. Just wanted to come forth just to discuss the Summer Spectacular in Standish. Taking this opportunity to say thank you to the community for coming out. What I feel was a great event for the community as a whole from start to end. I want to thank the Recreation Department, the committee for the Summer Spectacular, Larry Scola, Heidi Watson, Alex Grimaldi, Chief Karen, the recreation staff spent 8 months, kind of piecing this together. We had an amazing turnout at the parade, 40 different organizations and groups, all-day events. The fireworks was amazing. Just wanted to express my gratitude for the community and everybody that came together that day to make that event what it was. So if any of you guys were there, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you. I know you guys had a 16-hour day, so we appreciate all the hard work that went into that.
It was worth it.
Thank you, sir.
I saw a lot of the background that went into that, and it was a lot of work. So they did a great job, and I think it was an awesome event. So thank you, Matt. Any other public items?
I was just gonna say thank you to Matt for doing that, so.
Very good, then. Announcements?
There are no announcements.
Okay. There's no need for executive session, and can I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of adjourning?
Here, here, here.
Meeting adjourned.